ku baax dafa yombul boo ko amee danga koy kañ soo ko kañul kan ngay kañ te kañ ngay kañ góor ci juddu la ci deret lay daw te ci jikko lay feeñoo góor ci juddu la man daal de tippoo naa la man Abdou Guité Seck maa ngi seetaan Gambian Talent TV di wax suma soppe yépp nañ koy seetaan bu baax ndaxte yëf yi doy na waar saf na sàpp macha allah.
Adama Barrow embarked on a two-day site visit to ongoing infrastructure projects within the West Coast region, Carnegie municipality, and the country's capital, Banjul. On the first day of the tour, the president's first stop was at the nearly finished OIC VVIP Lounge at the Banjul International Airport. Then to the Bating Harding Highway, Sukuta Traffic Light, Jambangjeli Highway, Nawek GBA Transmission and Distribution Modernization Project in Jabang. Nawek Sukuta Water Treatment Plant, Brufut Gamtel, Madiana Brufut. Then Tanje and Tujareng Upper and Senior Secondary Schools, where there is an ongoing construction of additional classrooms with offices. Then proceed to the newly constructed Brikama Market. On the final day of the tour, on Wednesday, 14 December 2022, President Barrow's first visit was at Newsrat High School in Bundung. Then to Nawekotu Primary Substation, the OIC 50-kilometer urban roads within the Carnegie municipality, and finally wrapped up in Banjul, where he visited the late Saudoda Kairaba Jawara Memorial at the National Assembly, which is also undergoing construction, and visited some part of the Banjul rehabilitation project in the city. Speaking to the media, His Excellency President Adama Barrow said he is impressed with the progress made so far compared to his last visit to some of the sites, especially the OIC projects. The Gambia.
Thank you very much. First of all, I will thank the media for covering the entire Meet the People tour. These 2 days was also part of the Meet the People tour to make sure we go and see our projects and assess the state of those projects. As you said, we started with the VVIP at the international airport. As of now, I think it's above 80%. They have progressed. We are really impressed with what we have seen. I think so far there are a lot of projects that are going on, but they are all progressing, including the OIC. When I visited the last time, it was at a very difficult situation. Why it was difficult? Because relocating of facilities was a problem, demolition was a problem. So we came together and discussed this, that we accepted the reality is we have to do those things before we can do real work on the roads. So that's what we are doing. That's why we engage the army to relocate some of the facilities, and the demolition is also going on. So far we are very happy. Not 100%, but definitely 90-something% that we are really happy, we are impressed with all the projects. And there are a lot of projects going on. So schools, markets, and substations, electricity. So we are doing a lot of things at the same time. It looks like a revolution. You know, we are developing this country very, very, very fast. Yes, looking at these projects, especially roads coming from Tujereng, going to Banyaka, going to Brufut. These are areas that have never seen a road before, and this is the first time they are seeing, this kind of roads. I think overall we are doing a lot of infrastructural development. As I told you before, the only way to develop your country is to develop your infrastructure. Without the infrastructure, you cannot develop. And we believe in that, and that is part of our national development plan, and that is our direction, and it is our commitment.
And leader also outlined his government's commitment in adding an additional 1,200-kilometer new roads, however, expressed the challenges and economic crisis of the country.
Again, our target is to do 1,200 kilometers of road. That's what we are trying to do. It is difficult, especially after COVID. There is economic crisis all over the world. But despite all that, we are committed to the promise. We promise the people, and we are doing everything possible to make sure that we fulfill that promise. And we thank our partners also, because our partners are really supporting, especially Holland Foundation, the Creative Fund, the World Bank, the Saudi Fund, the IMF, These are all partners that are really helping us. U.S. government, these are all partners that are helping us. Bilateral, multilateral, they are all supporting, definitely. Looking at the main highway, when I asked the contractor about the pillars, how strong is these pillars? He said these pillars will last for 100 years, minimum. That is lifetime. Even the roads, he said the roads can last you for 50 years. This is the first time we are constructing such roads. If you look at that, if you calculate the money we are spending on it, that means a kilometer we are spending almost $4 million per kilometer. That is $200 million. That's a lot. But the moment that road is finished, it will open up the Gambia. It will help the congestion. It will reduce the congestion, maybe up to 50%. Because 6-lane road, we overhead bridges, we roundabouts, that will really ease the traffic. The OIC roads will make a big difference in the life of the people. Not traffic only, but even drainage. Because the drainage is a drainage that is connected, and that will help. It will help in floating and all sort of, because we are looking at climate change. Because of climate change, we have to build resilience. And building resilience is to build, drainage system that is connected, very good drainage system, and we have seen it happening. So definitely we are very, very happy. We will encourage everybody, especially people in government, technicians, so that we push, to make sure that it happens. We have to have that self-belief. We have that confidence that we can do it. And I think that confidence is already built over time.
Barrow highlighted how the OIC roads will impact the lives of the people of the Gambia and stressed that his government is ready and committed in hosting the biggest gathering of all leaders.
Completely. Now, I think now they are progressing now. We have seen tremendous progress as far as the 50-kilometer road is concerned. And the way we have seen the roads, they'll make a big impact if they are finished. Maybe before the end of the year, we will all see the progress. Because for the ordinary man, not the technician, we have to see something black before we believe that it is now a road. When it is red, we are not sure. But before the end of the year, we see something black. That will really show that the work is going on. For the OIC, we are very sure that we will organize the OIC because we are able to host the Muslim League. They are so connected to the OIC. That is the biggest foundation for the king. They wanted to organize a conference and a regional conference. They choose Gambia. So that was a test case for us. That gave us lessons to learn how to organize the OIC. And with that one, we were able to organize it. About 42 or 43 countries were represented. And I think the participants were over 3,000 participants. It was a big meeting. So it is just the size of the OIC. So we are sure that we can organize the OIC. We are very confident now that we can do it. Not the size of the country that matters, but what you can do. But I think Gambia can do it. Not their schedule yet, but our intention is to organize it in 2023. We are negotiating with the Secretariat and the OIC member countries. We are going around, diplomacy is all negotiation. We are negotiating, to make sure that we have a date that we think we will be prepared enough to organize the OIC. But we are sure of organizing the OIC because the members are also supporting.
The president highlighted that the 2022 Meet the People tour was a success, calling on Gambians to go back to the land so that the agricultural sector can be improved.
Meet the People tour was a success, because listening to the people, if you listen to their message, you will know that definitely there is something that is done from 2017 to now. The way they were talking and now is different. Now they appreciate what we have been doing. That means our project have impacted on their life. That's why they appreciated the project and they praise us for those projects. But they demand for more. Why they are demanding? Because they have seen something. So now everybody is seeing, yes, definitely it is possible. So they want us to do more. That is what they are asking for. That is the demand. That's why they voted for us massively, because they want more projects. So, and we are committed to that. We are not relenting. If you look at electricity, we are going to electrify over 700 communities that we are coming to electrify. So that is very, very big. The road network also, we are thinking of 1,200 kilometers. We will do double what we have done in the past 5 years. So this is a big, big, big ambition for us. We have a big heart to develop this country. But we need everybody. We need the media. We want you to sell our projects. Going around with me, you have seen the projects. Sell the projects. The university, you see the infrastructure that is there. It's first-class infrastructure. Permanent home for the university for the first time in the history of our country. Building such a road that will last for 50 years. It's first time in our history. Building overhead bridges. This is first time. We are seeing story buildings, in schools. I think this is the first time Gambia is enjoying this. So we all should admit this because we have seen it. So sell it so that the Gambian people will see. Farming, we want people to come back to the land. Agriculture. Definitely, because the whole world is having challenges, especially food insecurity. I think farming is very, very important. People should contribute in agriculture, agribusiness. Let's take agriculture as a business, especially for business people with finance and so forth. In Europe, it's about 2-3% who are doing farming, but they are feeding the entire world. We about 70% are doing farming. But it is a local way of doing farming. We have to industrialize moving forward. So we call on the business people to come and join us and improve agriculture.
Aissatou Koli, Gambian Talent.